Hard worker. This is something I think everyone should be. I saw this picture of this man. He's a little bit older. He's making jewelry. My guess is that he is a hard worker. So like things are hard, like this table is hard. But when you use hard to describe a worker, you mean that that person is very efficient. They do good work. The work they do is high quality. They work long hours. They don't sit around and talk when they're supposed to be working. They are a hard worker. I like to think I'm a hard worker, but you can only be described as a hard worker by other people. You can't say you're a hard worker. Other people have to see you doing a lot of work and doing it well, and then they will describe you as a hard worker. Let me just check something for a sec here. Yeah, excellent. Problem solver. This is a fun one. I work with a few people who are great problem solvers. We might be planning to do something and there's a few problems. Like we need a speaker and a microphone. We need to find lots of chairs to set up. And there are people who are problem solvers. You give them a problem and very quickly they think of a way to solve the problem. So if I, for instance, if the live stream stopped working, I try to use my problem solving skills to figure out why. Jen is a great problem solver. Often when something goes wrong on the farm, she has a good idea. She's a good problem solver. She has a good idea to help fix the problem. Brainiac, this is kind of an informal term for someone who is really, really smart. Maybe you have a nephew or niece or a relative who just does really well in school. They went to school and they got like 100% in every class. And now they're in university studying biochemistry, some very advanced topic. They are doing well. You would say they are a brainiac. Again, a very informal term. Even the dictionary didn't like this term when I typed it in. But a brainiac is someone who is very smart. I have some cousins who are real brainiacs. They are super, super smart. Fangirl, fanboy, this is a relatively new term. This refers to a boy or girl or man or woman who really, really likes a certain series of books or movies or a TV show. So for instance, Star Wars has a lot of fangirls and fanboys. These are people that love Star Wars. It is their favorite thing in the world. If a new Star Wars book comes out, they buy it. If a new Star Wars show is on TV, they watch it. Sometimes they can also be critics. When they take a book and turn it into a TV show or movie, sometimes the fangirls and fanboys become critics because they don't like how it was done. But yes, a fangirl or fanboy is someone who really likes it's usually a series of movies like Star Wars, Star Trek, Harry Potter. I'm trying to think of more. You can also be a fanboy of like a singer or a band. That works as well. But it simply means you really, really like something. Sucker. Yeah. So again, this is an informal term. This is not a polite term. When you call someone a sucker, it means that they easily believe things. So if I told you these were both Rolexes and I sold you the fake one for $1,000, someone might call you a sucker because you were tricked. Okay, so again, a very formal term, very informal, not formal, a very informal term. You wouldn't call someone a sucker, but you might describe someone in conversation. So let's say this. Let's say my friend buys a fake Rolex and thinks it's real. Someone might say, oh, you're a sucker. And he would be offended if they said that. But when two people are talking about him when he's not there, they might say, he's such a sucker. He paid like $500 and it's fake. It's not real. Can you tell which one is fake? I don't know which one is fake. I would, first of all, I wouldn't buy one, and I would probably buy the fake because I don't know what a real Rolex looks like. A loser, again, this is an informal term and this is derogatory. This is an insult. That's what derogatory means. So a loser is someone Yeah, we use this in a lot of ways. When someone does something that we don't like, you might say, "Oh, that person's a loser." It's very insulting, by the way, to call someone a loser. If I said, "Oh, that other person on YouTube, they're such a loser. They're trying to make videos about knitting." I don't know. That is an insult to say someone is a loser, and it's not an insult when you're talking about winners and losers. Like the Toronto Blue Jays, they were the losers last night. They didn't win the game. That's just a description. But if you say, "Oh, that guy on the team is such a loser," like we often emphasize it with or he's a real loser. It's just really insulting and really negative. It means you don't like the person. It means you don't think the things they do are cool. It's quite judgmental would be the word.